So we went over my rankings for the subunits of Liella, which of course is fully based on the Jump Into the New World album. But now we're going to be going over your guys' results. Of course, I had a poll where you guys participated. I had you guys rank all the songs they had so far, 1 through 6, 1 being your favorite, 6 being your least favorite. And then I also had you guys rank the subunits. So I'm going to be taking the average of all the results and see what is the favorite. So without further ado, we're going to go over the songs first, and then afterwards I'll go over the subunits.
目には映らない気持ち大好きなことには線を引く傷つかないための黄緑のライン涙色に染められる僕じゃなきゃできないことどれだけあるんだろう雨と太陽が混ざり合った時七色の虹がねえ夢でまた会えたずっと手をつなぐこれ以上は追いかけない何か言い聞かせてみても余計にきしむブランコにぼやけた明かりが落ちてくる迷子になっちゃったはにかんでゆかなそれは大変だジョーク混じりに言ったね影が映し出してたのはうまく言えない感傷行き場もなくうなだキラリ空は光君 Step into my heart 君も鍵を開けてよされあげるよ世界中が君を見てる自由に踊れ勘違い答え合わせばっかの毎日じゃ腐ってしまいそう君だってどうでもいいや Dancing Dancing That's very 今は Dancing Dancing That's very
So here are the full results for all the subunit songs that we had so far from Liella. And the results don't really surprise me. So the song that did the worst in terms of overall results would be Fukashi na Blue. And this really surprised me. It is definitely a bit of a slower song, and it's definitely probably the slowest song out of all of them out here. And you know, even for me, who's someone who really likes Kaleidoscore, I do find myself not quite as interested as this song as other ones. And you can see that being reflected throughout here. Yes, it got the most 5th place votes, but not the most last place votes. But it has a lot of votes for it being towards the back, and that of course will sink this song. And that's why it ended up in 6th place. Not crazy far from that would be in 5th place Alternate, which again, it's definitely my least favorite from Kachu, and it had the most votes for last place. I mean, I don't know, I don't really think the vocals really match that song, so I just find that one a little bit more odd. Some people like the song, but in general, I feel a lot of people agree with me, feeling that this is not the strongest out there, and I think Kachu can do better. Then in 4th place we have Velour, which apparently that was the favorite from 10 to 14 year olds. Yes, there's not a crazy amount of people there. It wasn't really a song that I imagine 10 to 14 year olds would like the most. But I like the song. Yeah, I think it's a little underrated amongst you guys who voted in here. It's a little bit slower, but it's definitely really highlights the vocals in the group, especially like if you're like Ren and how they sing well together. I think this one really shows their strengths. Of course, it's not the fastest or most exciting song for sure, but I think this song definitely could show you how good these girls can be. And then in about the middle we had Kage Asobi. It's slightly better than Velour. It was definitely the song I preferred in Kachu, but 10 to 14 year olds it didn't do so well. But it did relatively well in all the other categories, a little preferred by males. And I mean, I do prefer this over Alternate, and it definitely has a nice little flair to it that's different than the other songs and a bunch of other songs. So that's something I do appreciate, but it's not something that I personally care for. And I think 3 is still an okay spot for it. I won't argue that much, but I think Valor deserves more love than Kagasobi. But that's my personal opinion. Second place goes to A Little Love, and that doesn't surprise me. I think this is definitely a fun song and one that would appeal to the general audience a lot more, especially the younger audience. And you can see, and it does pretty dang well. And I think it's a fun song. It got the most votes for second place, and overall it did very well. But of course, the true winner of this one is Dancing Raspberry. That got the most first place votes, and it's hard to disagree. This song is just straight fun. It basically won every category except the 10 to 14 year olds. But this one's just a really fun song, and I love the name of this. And I have to fully agree with the results that it got. And it won by a decent amount here. It just is a great song to listen to. Definitely expect to see that being pretty high in my list when I do my top songs. But how about the overall rankings for the Summians? And you could pretty much guess it based on those results. Collide score was towards the back, especially when they have the least favorite song according to the average opinion and the fourth song. Of course, you're going to be in last place. Kachu would then be in the middle, and Sync Rise would be on top. Keep in mind that there's not like an insane amount of difference. Special Collide score and Kachu are relatively close-ish. Sync Rise definitely seems to be the clear winner so far, despite people thinking Sync Rise was the group with the leftovers. But again, that's not the most important thing. It's what you do with the girls, what you do with the songs. The names and all that stuff don't matter as much, but it's, of course, nice to have. Sync Rise had the most first place votes and the least amount of votes for last place. And they are the favorite amongst the females, as well as the 15 to 20 and 21 to 25 year olds, which is most of the audience. The one section, there are 2 sections that didn't win. It was with the males and the 10 to 14 year olds. 10 to 14 year olds, for again, like Kaleidoscope more, for whatever reason that is. And males seem to like Hachu a little bit more. So, yeah, Sync Rise so far has been the winner. I still like Kaleidoscope a little bit more than Sync Rise, but that's my personal bias in here. And it's more looking at who's in the group and what potential I see from it. But if I had to make a winner for that 2 songs in the mini album we had, it's gotta be Sync Rise, because they had 2 great songs, and Dancing Raspberry is by far the best song out of all these so far. It's just too good, and it's a song that I'll continue listening for a long time. But yeah, that is more or less results, so let me know what you guys think about the results in the comments below. Of course, here are the demographics for the voters who are interested in seeing that. And of course, thank you to all the people who participated in this poll. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate your participation in these polls. Please continue to participate in more, and I don't know, get your friends to participate too as well. I would also appreciate the more the merrier, and just, it's just fun to do it, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. And here are some of the comments that some of you put in the poll, and I know some of you are saying that you don't like Kaleidoscope as much because they had slower songs. I know, I get it. Sometimes that could be a miss for me, but for me, I thought they were fine. I like Valor more. But as for the future, we don't know. Of course, generally the first few songs establish the style that they have, but they never will just stick strictly to that. They will experiment and diverge from that, and that might take a few songs before they do that, or maybe they're going to do it right away. For Kaleidoscope, I think they got to speed it up if they want to get more people interested, and they definitely can do that. Cuckoo definitely can bring a little bit more energy in it. Ren is definitely the one who slows down a bit more, but I think she can definitely speed up. And we also got Wien, so I imagine they can have a great vocal combination, and if they speed it up, add some more interesting instrumentals, I can definitely see Kaleidoscope doing very well in the future. Kachu is kind of doing a little more experimental stuff with rock, and I'm not entirely sure what Kaigosobi's style is, but it's not really what I was looking for. I imagine they would have something that's a little more kind of like a little more energy. It doesn't have to be, happy and all that kind of stuff. It doesn't have to be the next shot on or anything. But, if they do something more like what May style or Sumina style, those are kind of, those solo songs that they have been pretty dang good. So I would like to see stuff like that. And Synchronize, I don't know, just keep what you do, I guess. They did the best, and I liked what I listened to so far. So we'll definitely look forward to what they have in the future. But let me know what you guys think about this in comments below. How do you feel about these sub-units, and what are you looking forward into the future? What do you want to see them do, and is there anything you want to change? Let me know all about that in the comments below. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope to catch you guys in another video soon.